everybody. Welcome to Uche plus Kachi.
Hello, everybody.
welcome. Why are you looking like that? Welcome to another episode of Uche of Mickey. What is wrong with me? Sorry.
I don't know. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful edition of Mickey Playing with Uche
what
plus
do you mean
Kachi.
you don't know?
Do I know?
Welcome. We're so excited to come your way once again. Thank you guys for your love, your support, your comments. We appreciate you.
Everything, people.
We love you guys so much. Because without you, there is no Uche plus Kachi. We just talking to ourselves.
Mickey Playing would never be what it is without you guys on the other side. And so we're so grateful that once again you tuned in to your favorite couple. I remain Kachi, and she is... she's Uche. She's Uche. Yes.
Uche plus Kachi. Alright, so this morning we're going to be talking about...
I wonder. Today's episode, we're gonna. She's not. I don't know what's happening. You guys should pray for her. Pray for her. Please pray for her. Please drop the prayers in the comments. Drop the prayer points in the comment. I will read them, and as I read the prayer points, I will lay my hands and pray for her.
All right. So what are we gonna be talking about today? Please?
So on today's episode, we're gonna continue something that we started 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, they're about
2 or 3 episodes ago. Yeah. Now, we started something and we said things no one ever told you about marriage. And it generated a lot of comments. So many people found, could relate to this stuff, especially for the married ones. And then there were a lot of single people who also wrote to say, wow, okay, this is okay. It's better I'm armed with this knowledge now.
Yeah.
So we're just going to continue with this. It's going to be short, but we're going to make it as fun as possible because that's what we do. That's what Mickey Playing plus Uche, with Uche plus Kachi is all about. All right, so
you made your own blunder too. I'm just putting it out there.
I beg, bad belle. You see, and this is what we're talking about. Things no one ever told you about marriage. Bad belle go join. Sometimes bad belle will be there. You have to be prepared for bad belleism. That's what it's called. Okay. You have to be prepared for bad belleism. When your spouse, when your partner begins to develop bad belle towards you, you need to be prepared. That's what we're talking about. These things are in marriage. Yes. The fact that you said I do doesn't mean that they cannot have a bad belle against you. Yeah. That's my first point.
Wow! Wow! I literally had my mouth open the whole time because clearly this is completely gone off track. But okay, so that's your first point.
Just messing around. I'm just messing around.
What's your real first point?
What's my first point? So I'm the one who wants to wake up in the morning and then give my wife a kiss to say, hi babe, good morning darling. Mwah.
Why are you shaking your head?
She don't like morning breath.
No.
Morning breath.
So this is what I would say. Like, how the movies, everyone wakes up and kisses each other. Yeah. Everybody's got to brush their teeth. The only sort of kiss is like on the cheek. That's it. Everything else, like, no one tells you about morning breath is not cute. Like, the interesting thing is the movies make it look like, oh, this is the way to go.
Yeah, it's the cutest thing ever, isn't it?
Morning breath is not cute. Like, I'm telling you, it is not cute. Everybody needs to brush your teeth. Like, no one ever talks about that. Like, no one said, why didn't the movie say, Yeah, we just all need to brush our teeth.
Yeah, especially if you've had something, nasty. Something nasty from the night before, and then your mouth is on fire.
And no one even tells you, just even pigging back off of that you're probably going to have to make some changes to your diet, even though you naturally sort of enjoy some things.
Yeah.
So, let me put this in context. Some people don't like certain smells or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe you have to just eat away from the home. I know somebody that actually doesn't like fish. So even though her husband likes fish, he can't eat it at home because she just cannot take it.
Yeah.
The smell, everything.
So talking about that.
Her belly.
Yeah, talking about that. My wife don't like palm oil. She can't eat palm oil. So it's a. Yeah, you have to make.
But like you can eat palm stuff. I'm just not gonna eat it, and I don't.
No, but
that's the thing.
You know that what she likes to eat, I also eat.
Exactly. But then if you have palm soup, you eat it. But even garlic.
Yeah.
We both don't do garlic because it just doesn't go well for anybody's breath.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's one thing people don't tell you. So that's it. Morning breath.
And then the adjustments you're gonna
And the
have to make to your
adjustments that you
diet.
have to your diet and to your life
To your
also.
life.
Another thing no one ever tells you about marriage is that you will change. Like you will change. You will change, guys.
You know how you start off saying, "Oh, I won't change,"
Oh,
and everything
I
you're
won't
telling
change.
the person.
I'm always gonna be this way. Blah blah blah. You will change. But the question is, what are you changing into? What are you changing into? You will change.
I think one day we were just discussing. I just said, "Look, we all change. Everybody changes." We were talking about it. But like you said,
so are you changing for the better? Or are you changing for the worse? Are you becoming, because marriage is like a meal. So you imagine a log of wood that you put through the meal, and you're trying to get off the bark from it and all that, because you need to process it into furniture and to other things. You know, that's positive. So you're adding value to wood. Marriage is supposed to add value to you, but many times for different reasons, and by reason of maybe our personalities or whatever it is, we just don't allow ourselves to go through the meal, through the process.
But to be honest, as much as it adds value, but in adding a value, it would
take away stuff from you. Yeah, because the bark, bark is taken away from the wood, from the tree, from the stem of the tree. The bark is taken away. You know, so
it's a taking away process that people don't necessarily
don't enjoy, because that's it. That's life. You will change. I'm not the same person I was almost 6 years ago. I'm not the same. She's not the same person she was when we got married. But what's happened is it's refined, or so that's the word. So refinement has, connotes something positive. So there's that refinement that takes place, which you have to allow to happen to you.
All right. Another thing is forgiveness. Is literally, marriage is an ending journey of forgiveness. You're gonna have to forgive. I remember listening to a speaker, and he says, you would offend each other, forgive today, wake up in the morning,
and repeat it all over again.
I'm telling you, ready to repeat the process all over again. You have to keep, forgiving. Because I mean, what else are you gonna do? Because you will offend one another, and
they're given. You're human beings. You have issues.
It will happen.
Yeah.
But you just keep forgiving. You just keep, doing it all over again. Waking up ready to do it all over again.
Exactly.
All right. What other one?
What other one do I have to talk about now?
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life. Guys, your wife. Someone said something, I remember. I'm not exactly clear how it was said, so I'll just try and paraphrase or say it in my own words. It's almost like your wife is like the barometer, somewhat so.
That's a very good description.
The wife is like the barometer. So if your wife is happy, and now don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that you suspend your own happiness or your own joy, because you're trying to please your wife, but it almost tells of the nature or the status, the health status of your relationship, if your wife is happy, if your wife is joyful. Because many times we know the society we live in, very patriarchal, in nature. And so if your wife is thriving in a relationship and she's joyful, and she radiates that joy and happiness, then it just speaks of your relationship, the status of your relationship. So happy wife, happy life. Listen,
what did you discover recently?
And that's why if as a man, you cannot have a pride issue. You cannot. If your marriage is going to thrive, you cannot have a pride issue.
To be honest, pride has no place in marriage.
Pride has no place, whether you're the man or you're the wife.
It has no place.
But more so for the man, because we're very quick to point out that the man is the head of the home. But when you look at that headship that God has given to us as men, is the position of servanthood. Your headship is supposed to be, your real title is chief servant. That's it.
Absolutely.
Your real title is chief servant. God just called it something, just made it the head. Your real title.
Actually, someone has said, I've listened to so many people on it, and it's saying basically it's just a source.
Yeah.
Right, but like Jesus is the source, but he was servant as well.
Exactly. You know, Jesus came to serve. Jesus served his disciples. He told Peter, if you don't allow me to wash your feet, you know, imagine, I can't wash her feet while standing up. I cannot wash her feet whilst being erect, you know, in my stature. You know, I have to bend. I have to hold on to her feet. Now, the feet also, you can imagine, it's the part of the ground. And imagine in those days, they literally walked everywhere. So their feet would have been dusty. Their feet would have been dirty. The scales on their feet, you know, all of that. Yet Jesus took each one of his disciples and washed their feet. So in your marriage, your chief servant, you're going to get into marriage, take off that cap of field marshal that they gave you and the army that you want to go and start commanding people. Take off that thing. No, take off all those stars that you have on your. Take off all of those stars. If you're looking for anybody to answer to you based off of I'm the field marshal, I'm the general, I'm the field marshal of this battalion, guy, you've lost it. Take all of those things and tie your cloth around your waist, because it's time to serve. You're going to be serving your wife, you're going to be serving your children, you're going to be serving every one of them. You're going to be serving the needs of your home. Chief servant. You cannot have pride as an issue. Lie. That's why when anything happens, you're the first to say, I'm sorry. Sometimes it happened that she's the one that came and apologized because I said, no, I'm not this one. I'm not going to apologize. Sometimes I say, this one, I'm not going to apologize.
Without you saying this one, it's not every time they have to insist on this one.
No. Oh, yeah. That's something you've learned. That's something you have learned. I'll give it to you. You have learned that, you have learned that over time.
That's what I was saying. Yes. Change is constant.
Exactly.
So changing for the better.
Yes, changing for the better.
True, truly, pride has no place, man or woman, and it's something that he keeps pointing out, all the time. Like, it literally has no place. So even when I'm being or one is being prideful, we call each other out on it. So if it's me, he calls me out on it.
And it's very subtle.
I call him out on it. It's
very subtle. Very subtle.
You can actually miss it if you're not paying attention.
You can miss it.
Sometimes you're just like, but this is pride in place, or I would be like, this is pride in place, or whatever. We call each other out on it, and it is what it is. It has no place.
It has no place.
It will not help.
It doesn't help you at all.
It won't help giving you a happy family. It won't help your family thrive. It won't help your relationship thrive. So really, shield your, like you say, sheath your swords.
Yeah, sheath your swords. Yeah,
me, sheath your swords, ma'am. Sheath your swords.
So something almost happened last night, right? So she was unhappy about me taking a break over something. So I and then she was upset. So I went to her and I was talking to her. I said, okay, let's talk. And she was talking. One thing the Holy Spirit told me some time ago, when we had an argument, it says, choose how you respond. And so every time since then, every time there's been an issue, I hear it in my ears, literally, choose how you respond. And so I'm conscious, I'm aware. And so yesterday, when she was talking, I would make a few points here and there and all that, but then I was maintaining my calm. And eventually we got round to talking over the whole issue.
It was really a surprise.
Yes.
Normally I just shut down.
Yeah, we go around.
I don't talk in that moment, because
we go around
we'll talk later or something.
We go around to resolving the whole issue, and it was smooth.
Yeah,
everything worked out nicely.
I was actually surprised. I'm growing up. It's true. It did. I mean, literally, yeah.
Yeah, so.
And we talked about it different ways,
and then we arrived at an amicable
But I think also because you were very particular about how you responded. That's so true. Which I think is very important to point out here, that the Holy Spirit is like your number one helper in this journey. Yeah. So I mean, it makes it, because I didn't even know all this, but truly he was choosing how he responded, because to be honest, it could have gone sideways. It could have gone another way if he responded wrongly and everything, or yes. Yeah. So that's very, very. The Holy Spirit is like the number one.
Yeah.
He will speak to you.
He will speak to you. He will speak to you. You know. So do you have any
one
more?
last one?
Yes.
You'll become an expert. So this last one is you'll become an expert in like picking your battles. Not everything is worth your energy.
Yeah.
I promise. You cannot give the same energy to everything. Like, you become an expert in saying, you will sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of, there's some things you just, even when you get offended, you just move your face. Because really, it's not everything you need to give your energy
But
to.
that's if you want a thriving marriage, oh.
Well,
if you don't want a thriving
you
marriage, you can
how
fight.
much
You
things
can
are you
bicker.
gonna
You
nitpick
can
on?
bicker and nitpick over everything else. But like she said, don't sweat the small stuff. Some things are not just worth your marbles.
yeah.
Some things are not just worth losing your marbles over.
Exactly. I always say
know.
that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to lose my marbles over this and everything. And I'm not saying that you can't state your displeasure, but you don't need to give all the energy. Like, you will literally become an expert. And it comes obviously with time and experience where you start to say, oh, don't worry. I don't like what you did, but I'm just not going to lose my marbles over this.
Exactement. All right, guys. So this is where we're going to wrap up this week's edition of Make It Plain with Uche plus Kachi. We trust that you found this content valuable as always. So if you like it, if you enjoy this, just give us a like. Send in your comments. Don't forget to send in your prayers for her. Remember, those prayers are important. Please.
Prayers for both of us. We would really, really appreciate it.
All right. Like it, comment, and share, and subscribe.
Share, and subscribe.
Don't forget, next weekend, 19th of June.
Is already here.
It's already here. So we're on the Love Project Ghana, and we're going to be there with fantastic couples. You're going to find the registration details right there in the description. So do well to be a part of it. All right. You can find us on Instagram. Our handles, everything is right there on the screen for you. All right, guys. So till we come your way next episode.
We love you guys.
God Stay blessed.
You.
Bye.
Bye.